Welcome back to Autistically Accurate, where I aspirationally aim for autistical accuracy. My Pensieve episode 72. Circumcision is a distinctive Christian rite of passage. Christianity, as a faith rooted in spiritual renewal and the transformation of the heart, has historically moved away from Jewish rituals perceived as strictly physical or ceremonial. In the New Testament, circumcision is redefined. It becomes a circumcision of the heart, signifying inner purification and commitment to God, Romans 2:29. Yet, a reinterpretation of physical circumcision as a post-coital rite of passage could provide Christians with a meaningful way to embody this principle while distinguishing themselves both spiritually and culturally. The Christian perspective on circumcision. Theological. Christianity emphasizes the universality of salvation through faith rather than adherence to the law. Paul, in his letters, explicitly states that physical circumcision is not required for Christians, as it is faith and grace that matter most, Galatians 5:6. This shift reflects a move from outward symbols to inward transformations. However, Christianity also values rituals that mark significant life transitions, such as baptism, confirmation, and marriage. Reimagining circumcision as a voluntary act tied to the transition from virginity to sexual maturity aligns with these traditions. By doing so, Christians could embrace a practice that reflects their values of autonomy, responsibility, and mutual commitment, while creating a meaningful distinction from Jewish customs. Rethinking circumcision for Christians. A symbol of purity and commitment. In this framework, circumcision becomes a symbol of purity and commitment, tied to the act of leaving behind virginity. The foreskin, as a natural marker of male virginity, serves as a reminder of God's creation and the sacredness of the body. Removing it after one's first sexual encounter symbolizes a transition into maturity, responsibility, and the sanctity of human relationships. Preparation and intentionality. A mark of commitment. This reinterpretation emphasizes preparation and forethought. Men, knowing the symbolic and physical implications of circumcision, are encouraged to approach their first sexual encounter with gravity and responsibility. This knowledge serves as a deterrent to casual encounters and incentivizes men to reserve their virginity for a partner they have carefully vetted as worthy of their lifelong commitment. The procedure itself becomes a symbol of self-investment. By enduring the pain and cost of surgery, a man demonstrates his willingness to commit fully to his partner. The act is not just a physical transition but a profound statement of his dedication to building a meaningful, responsible relationship. Mutuality and equality. This practice emphasizes mutuality between partners. Just as the hymen traditionally symbolizes female virginity, the foreskin becomes a parallel marker for men. By undergoing circumcision after their first sexual act, men and women together affirm their shared commitment to purity and responsibility. Both parties symbolically invest in the relationship, signifying their mutual respect and equality. Distinction from Jewish tradition. Unlike Jewish circumcision, which is performed in infancy as a covenantal sign, this Christian reinterpretation ties the act to personal choice and spiritual maturity. It respects the foreskin as part of God's design, emphasizing its purpose before marriage or sexual initiation. This distinction reflects a shift from inherited tradition to individual responsibility, aligning with the Christian focus on faith as a personal journey. Practical and theological benefits. 1. Aligning faith and practice. By tying circumcision to sexual initiation, Christians emphasize their belief in free will and personal responsibility. This approach aligns with the New Testament's focus on the transformation of the heart, bridging the physical and spiritual dimensions of human life. 2. Promoting purity and responsibility. This practice incentivizes virginity, reducing the risks of STIs and promoting healthier, more responsible relationships. It also reaffirms the sanctity of marriage or committed partnerships, reflecting Christian teachings on the importance of sexual ethics. 3. Encouraging thoughtful relationships. The foreknowledge of circumcision encourages men to approach relationships with care and deliberation. It fosters a culture of intentionality, where both partners share a deep respect for each other and their commitment. This thoughtful approach reduces impulsive behavior and strengthens the foundation of relationships. 4. Respecting bodily integrity. Delaying circumcision until adulthood ensures that the act is voluntary, preserving bodily autonomy and dignity. This addresses ethical concerns surrounding infant circumcision and aligns with the Christian principle of free will. 5. Fostering a new Christian identity. By reinterpreting circumcision as a voluntary rite of passage, Christians create a distinct practice that reflects their theological principles. This approach distinguishes them from Jewish traditions while offering a meaningful alternative to secular views on sexuality and bodily autonomy. Challenges and opportunities. Cultural resistance. Introducing a new interpretation of circumcision would likely face resistance from both traditionalists and secular critics. Overcoming these challenges requires thoughtful theological dialogue and cultural adaptation. Medical and practical concerns. While adult circumcision is generally safe, it involves longer recovery times and potential discomfort compared to infant circumcision. Addressing these concerns through education and medical support would be essential for successful implementation. Opportunities for renewal. This reinterpretation offers Christians an opportunity to renew an ancient practice in a way that aligns with contemporary values. By embracing circumcision as a rite of passage tied to mutual purity and responsibility, Christians can create a distinctive tradition that reflects their commitment to faith, autonomy, and spiritual growth. Conclusion. Reimagining circumcision as a Christian rite of passage tied to sexual initiation offers a profound way to reconcile tradition, theology, and modern values. By emphasizing preparation, mutual commitment, and intentionality, this practice fosters a culture of responsibility and respect for bodily integrity. The act of circumcision, tied to a man's first sexual experience, becomes not an obligation imposed at birth but a deliberate, well-considered choice. It represents a symbolic investment in one's partner and a personal commitment to maturity, fidelity, and the sanctity of relationships. By adopting this practice, Christians can create a distinctive tradition that honors their faith, respects individual autonomy, and upholds the transformative power of human relationships in light of God's design. May peace and prosperity be with you. Thank you for watching this presentation. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share my videos and channel to everyone you believe will appreciate such serendipitously informative content.